How you doing?
Not too bad. I'm Chris Dalpra with NetSuite CRM Systems. Good to see you again. Excellent. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me today.
Well, not a problem at all. I'm always interested in opportunities to improve my business. But just one small thing before we proceed. I really didn't appreciate the way you approached me at the Ravens game. It was kind of unprofessional way of getting at me and meeting with me. Games are usually a chance for me to have some family time and hang out with my family. But now I know that you may have ever heard my conversation with an associate of mine, but it's regrettable that I had to take that call during the game. That being said, I would have preferred you to set up a meeting through the normal channels.
I apologize about that. It wasn't my intent to intrude on your family time by any means. I just get excited with possible business opportunities that could drastically affect both parties in such a positive way. I'm genuinely sorry if I've offended you in any way, and of course next time I'll be certain to go through your secretary to set up a meeting.
I appreciate that sincerity, and yes, that would be fine next time if you could just talk to the secretary.
And I don't think I got a chance to give you my business card the last time we saw each other, so I'm just going to give you that right now.
Thank you.
And also, if I could have one of yours, that'd be great.
I don't have one at the moment, but my secretary down the hall will be able to provide you with one when you're walking out, if you just remember to talk to her.
Awesome. I just brought a few minutes to keep on track. You don't mind that, do you?
No, not at all.
Okay, excellent. And I know last week you said you only had 15 minutes to meet with me today. Is that still the case?
Yeah, that's still the case, unfortunately. I'm kind of a tight schedule today.
Okay, well, I know your time is valuable, and time is most definitely money. So, with your permission, I'd like to be as direct and straightforward with you as possible.
Yeah, that would be quite refreshing, actually, and appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. So, if it suits you, I'd just like to take a few minutes and go over some of the key aspects of your company.
Of course. What can I tell you?
Well, first of all, I would just like to get who would be the the key players involved as far as the decision to implement our product in your company if it's decided that it's a good fit for you.
Well, naturally, I'm going to have a major say in this decision to implement or not, but I also have several partners that I would really like to discuss the issue with as well.
Okay, that's no problem at all. It's actually good information to know. And recently I found out that within the last 2 years your company has actually acquired its top competitor, and that consisted of 100 new vendors.
Yes, that is correct. We are very excited about acquiring this new competitor, and obviously it's grown our business quite considerably.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely impressive. Your company's pretty much tripled in size in 2 years. So, now that being said, were there any issues involved as far as integration of these vendors were concerned?
Yeah, integration has been difficult to say the least. The overlapping of our system and their system has made some confusion among the employees about how to proceed with certain tasks. Furthermore, we feel that revenue is possibly being lost due to faulty reporting and poor time management due to mostly to the outdated technology.
Okay, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, like what exactly about the outdated technology did you find to be the most challenging?
I don't mind at all. It's just the fact that we can't trust the reports as being accurate when their system is not in sync, and we don't know how the reports are being generated or how they're using the same update. Hopefully they're using the same up-to-date information as we are. But there's no telling about that.
Okay, so I mean, would it be accurate if I said that you feel it was necessary to go ahead and update the technology of these new vendors?
Yeah, I really do feel like that. In order to get these vendors on pace with our company, the technology definitely needs to be upgraded in order to run the company more efficiently as a whole.
Okay. So what would you say are a few of the main concerns and costs that have been incurred as a result of doing business in this environment where these newly acquired vendors have these outdated systems?
Well, as I mentioned a minute ago, the main costs being incurred are taking the form of loss of revenue and just lack of efficiency and effectiveness in the newly acquired vendors' technology.
And what would you feel would happen if this with loss of revenue and this inefficiency were allowed to continue with no solution in sight?
Well, now that you mention it, there's definitely a fear of losing business to competitors, as well as the loss of revenue continues to escalate at this rate. There's a fear of business as a whole becoming unprofitable.
So I mean, once again, if you don't mind me asking, I'm not trying to pry. How much money are we talking about, like per week?
Anywhere from about $5,000 to $10,000 a week in lost sales as a result of the inefficiency.
Wow. So I mean, I'd be pretty fair to say it's pretty much between like $1.5 million and $3 million in value that could be added to your company by implementing like an up-to-date system that can pull it all together as far as like down from the sales management up into upper level management.
Yeah, I guess that'd be fair to say.
Okay, and in addition, what would be a few of your key concerns in deciding whether or not to actually go ahead and implement?
Well, the key concerns for me right now is, can your product do what you say? Can you integrate all of our now 150 vendors on the one easily accessible, accurate, and dependable system that will increase our productivity and our revenues in a relatively cost-effective way?
Well, I mean, those are definitely reasonable concerns, and from what you've said so far, I can definitely understand where you're coming from. And as far as acquisitions are concerned, are there any endeavors that your company is pursuing right now, or intending to pursue in the near future?
Actually, yes, we have been considering for some time now absorbing another smaller competitor that it consists of about 30 vendors.
Okay, so you're taking on more vendors and growing even larger. And if you don't mind me asking, is this smaller competitor's technology just as outdated as your previous requirement?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're working with some pretty obsolete technology over there. It's pretty outdated.
So it's going to make a total of 130 new vendors being integrated into your system here instead of just 100. And it looks like you're going to have a lot of work on your hands the next few periods if all this information has to be integrated manually. I mean, what kind of timeline do you think you're looking at here as far as acquiring?
Well, I do feel like we have a bit of a problem on our hands as far as the integration issue is concerned, and we will be looking at a timeline anywhere from hopefully 3 to 6 months, depending on how smoothly the acquisition goes.
Oh wow! So I mean, would I be correct in saying that you would probably need like a feasible solution anywhere from 3 to 6 months, or shortly thereafter?
Yeah, I think that's a safe assumption, Chris.
Okay, so I mean, just to sum up what I've heard so far from you. Your company needs a cost-effective way to integrate 100 to 130 new vendors that will increase productivity and revenues that have fallen due to these faulty reports as a result of the outdated technology that is dependably accurate and easily accessible. Does that sound about right to you?
Yeah, that's actually exactly the case here.
Okay, excellent. So now if I, as a representative of NetSuite, could offer you a way to make all these concerns of yours an actual reality, I mean, would that be a solution you would consider pursuing?
Yes, absolutely. If your product can actually do what it claims to be able to do, of course, I'd be interested in it. But please bear in mind that I, do have partners that would need to be informed of this opportunity, and I really can't make any commitments until I discuss, further with them. I'm sure they would want to see the system and experience it in the hands on a way to get a free, feel for it themselves.
Okay, I mean, I respect your honesty, of course. I definitely understand what you're saying. I mean, would it be all right with you then if we go ahead and move on and take a look at the system so you're better able to get a look at how beneficial it could be?
Yeah. Let's take a look at it.
So I've got a little reports here. You can look at. So what's really great about the NetSuite CRM system is that, as you can see here, is that it's the only CRM solution that is completely integrated with the back office, and by that I mean order management, fulfillment, and financials. It's also going to reduce your manual entry and risk of error, and it's going to accelerate all of your processes. Mm-hmm. This is going to ensure that your business is operating on the same customer and transactional data company-wide. In addition, it provides you with the current information on your customer lifecycle from lead to fulfillment. And is this looking so far like it might be a good fit for your company based on what you've seen?
Yeah, I like what I heard, but I would appreciate it if I could hear more on how this can benefit my company directly, in real time.